Georgia Southern Athletics here with head coach Jeff Monken. Furman Week. I don't know if two more words could be better defining a football game than Furman Week this week. Coach, how do you explain to the players on this team, many of whom were not born in '85 and '86 when this rivalry started, how important Furman Week is and just the importance and the tradition of this rivalry?
Just talk to them about it. We take the time to talk to them about the rivalry and what it means to our program, the history of the games, and the history of the rivalry. Just it's what a rivalry is. One team hating the other and wanting to beat the other one every year that we play.
Both teams certainly going to put out their best because it's Furman, because it's Georgia Southern. It's Furman for homecoming. Georgia Southern's going up there is sporting the top of the heap in the SoCon, so that certainly puts a target on the Eagles. What are some of the things the team is working on this week to try and get ready for Furman?
Number one, Furman's a good football team. They're very balanced. They run the ball effectively. That Williams kid they've got, that's their running back, may be the best back in the conference. And he does a really great job of finding the holes. He's fast, he's powerful. Their freshman quarterback picking people apart. They got an All-American tight end. A defensive staff that's going to have their guys ready. Bruce Fowler's seen this offense year in and year out for decades, and he's a Furman guy. He knows the Georgia Southern offense. They do a really good job defending it. They did 2 weeks ago when they played Wofford. They held them to 20 points. It was a close football game. Furman had a chance to win the football game and turn the ball over, unfortunately for them. But they're a really good team. And so just that alone, I hope our guys are getting prepared for that competition.
Speaking of that leads us into our next question. How important is your scout team, especially this week, moving from the option offense that we face this week to a more traditional offense that we'll see this weekend?
Both scout teams really had to make a transition. Last week, Wofford being in a 50 defense and running the option to a 4-3 defense, which Furman will implement against us, and a more traditional offense. And it's not easy, and as difficult as it is to line up and get ready for the option, which is so different, what Furman does is so different from everybody else. A lot of two-backs, a lot of I-backfield with a tight end, very traditional offense, and they're good at it, and they don't do a lot. And that's what I admire about Coach Fowler and what he's doing with the program. They hang their hat on that run game, and they do a really nice job with it. Tough defense, always. Bruce is a defensive coach, and I just think he does a tremendous job having a plan for option teams. And so we got plenty of challenges, and we've got to make sure we get ready.
Coaches, you've talked about it before. Every team in the SoCon, certainly a good team, definitely has some ways to hurt the Eagles, to definitely get after the Eagles. What are some of the other things maybe you're working on special teams-wise, some other mistakes you want to correct from last weekend's game? Just
to try to play sound, kick the ball well, cover kicks, protect our kickers, take care of the ball. And so many games this year in the Southern Conference have come down to one possession, and that makes hanging on to the football and taking care of it and trying to get turnovers so important. So we've been working on that all year. We've struggled with it at times on offense, unfortunately, and we're not on the positive side in terms of turnover ratio, and it's something that we really need to work on if we're going to continue to win. It's not easy to win when you're losing the turnover battle.
Coach, as you mentioned, time is short now, just a few short minutes left in Thursday's practice to prepare for this Furman team, and we'll see you up there in Greenville.
Looking forward to it. Hopefully we've got a great crowd that'll travel with us.